Hi everyone, today I'm going to show you the most awesome deck ever. For starters, the deck runs the three Egyptian gods, Obelisk, Slifer, and the Ringed Dragon of Ra. They're all incredible. Slifer and Obelisk are sent to the graveyard to turn they're special summoned, and Ra can't be special summoned. Instead, they must be tribute summoning by spending 3 monsters as tributes. By tributing 3 monsters. And what you get for tributing 3 monsters, which is pretty much half your board, which is half a full board, is a mediocre beatstick with a monster with mediocre attack points, mediocre protection, and mediocre effects. What a powerful card, aren't they? Tal'Zan's Idol might sound like a weak monster, because it has 0 attack, but you can fuse it with Relinquished, thanks to this card called Polymerization, which unironically is a really good card, actually, if you're trying to fuse, because it's the generic fusion spell. Anyways, the deck runs 60 cards, because obviously, everyone knows that Yu-Gi-Oh! Is a slow game. So slow that you can win through deck count. But regardless, by fusing with Relinquished, you can make Thousand Eyes Restrict, or just Thousand Eyes Restrict. Millennium Eyes Restrict won't work. Instead, you're going to have to fuse it with one of the Egyptian gods, Karibo, or the kaiju that I run. I also use Evian and Burstinatrix to fuse into Evian, into Flame Wingman, because obviously, running a 60 card deck is definitely going to help with the deck's consistency. Karibo is also an amazing hand trap. It stops an attack by reducing the damage to 0. Your monster isn't safe though. Karibo is definitely not outclassed by stuff like Swift Scarecrow or Battle Fader. No. Karibo is excellent. Is the best hand trap ever. Ash Blossom and Max CB Damned. This is the true perfect hand trap. Then we have this, whatever the hell this card's name is. I play this kaiju because, obviously, giving your opponent the kaiju with the highest attack points is the best option. As my one said in the Yu-Gi-Oh! Anime, the stronger the opponent's monster is, the more battle damage they take. No, seriously, she actually says that in the dub. Yeah. Then you have a Relinquished. You can ritual summon it, thanks to Black Illusion ritual, and you get a monster with a half decent effect, but the summoning requirement is kinda hard to pull off, but come on, the effect is pretty good. Even if you go -2 in card advantage, definitely worth it. Sparks does a whopping 200 points of damage. And all you have to do is give up one card from your hand. What a bargain. Blue Medicine gives you 400 life points. How huge. In a game where 1200 attack points is considered small, healing 400 life points and dealing 200 damage is a huge amount. Pot of Generosity is obviously great. Returning 2 cards from your hand into the deck is definitely an amazing effect, and not in straight -3 in card advantage. Pot of Benevolence helps you to shuffle cards in the graveyard into the deck so you don't deck out. Humble Sentry shows your whole hand to the opponent, and then choose 1 card from your hand and shuffle it into a deck. Obviously worse than Pot of Generosity, that can shuffle 2 cards and doesn't reveal your hand. But it's still an amazing card. Cold Feet stops you from activating or setting any spells and traps for the rest of the turn. Definitely locking down yourself for the rest of the turn is definitely a positive effect and not at all a bad thing. Mystical Ref Panel is here to use these shitty cards against and turn them for the opponent, making them actually kind of busted. Foolish Revival lets you revive a monster from your opponent's graveyard and put it in on their field. I also run Linkuribo, but when relinquished Anima, because they're actually unironically good cards. Anyways, the reason why I don't have all the cards for this deck is definitely because they're all rare and super expensive cards. And definitely not because I refuse to get these cards to my collection because of how weak and pathetic they are. Also, spoilers for the next deck profile video. Yep. The artwork on this card is pretty cute. Bye.